Hello traders and welcome to Rocket Stock Picks. On this channel, we'll be focusing on stocks I believe have a potential for high growth. I'm new to the market but have managed some solid gains so far. Now, keep in mind I am not a financial advisor and this video is not meant to be taken as financial advice. So with that being said, let's get into the video. The company we're going to be talking about today is LNK Global Technologies, ticker symbol LNK. I believe this company is currently undervalued, and with all the contracts they're racking up lately, you'll see why I say this. So, what exactly is LNK? Well, they were established in 2018 by a group of energy experts, Bitcoin mining and data center specialists, and financial professionals. Their mission is to create the most efficient energy solutions for the blockchain revolution, and their vision is a fully integrated hybrid of clean energy infrastructure and active support for the digital currency community. So to make it a little more clear how they make revenue, basically what LNK does is provide power purchase contracts to clients. They are also involved with the mining of Bitcoin, as some companies they provide solutions for are Bitcoin miners. These Bitcoin miners will sometimes provide payment through the form of Bitcoin. LNK basically enters into contracts with these companies and provides clean energy power infrastructure for them and makes them more profitable. So now that you know a little bit about the company, let's get into all the recent contracts that LNK has been signing. On March 19th, Neptune signs letter of intent on a 5 megawatt solar, wind, and gas Bitcoin mining facility with LNK Global. So here are some of the key highlights. The new mining facility is a 50-50 joint venture between LNK and Neptune, sharing equally in both costs and revenues. The site will be solar, wind, and natural gas powered, and a definitive agreement is expected by early April with construction immediately following. Something else I think is very noteworthy from this press release would be that this agreement follows shortly after a separate partnership on March 4th, 2021, with LNK to procure and operate 1,500 ASIC mining machines for Neptune at their existing facilities. So here's the other press release where LNK and Neptune are detailing another contract they're in. Now the details in this press release are pretty much what I said. One thing I will point out though is that the 1,500 mining machines will produce roughly 0.7 bitcoins per day. So I think this is a pretty good indicator for LNK. They made a deal with Neptune, and within less than 1 month, Neptune wanted to expand in that deal and be even more involved with LNK. Now moving on, we have another contract, and this one is very big. So LNK Technologies signs definitive agreement with Starco Fuels for a supply of generation equipment to provide up to 40 megawatts to projects in Canada and the USA. Specifically, we're talking about 40 megawatts of generators for Bitcoin mining operations. Now let's compare the amount of megawatts involved with this contract compared to LNK's other projects. As you can see, their other projects are 3.75 megawatts, 5 megawatts, 10 megawatts, and now 40 megawatts with Starco. I was curious as to how much exactly this 40 megawatt power purchase agreement would affect LNK's revenue. I was able to generate a rough estimate by using LNK's investors presentation. On their investors presentation, they have a power purchase agreement revenue stream for their Bitcoin mining services, which gives an example of a 10 megawatt facility making $439,000 in revenue monthly. Now, if we simply swap out this 10 for 40, we get 1.76 million in revenue. This is obviously a rough estimate, but it's still great to see when you're investing in a company that the size of their contracts is expanding. The last thing I want to point out about this press release is a quote from Stephen Jenkins, the CEO, where he said, "We are pleased to be moving forward with Starco. Completing this agreement will more than double our power generation for Bitcoin mining to 58.75 megawatts, moving us closer to our goal of providing 100 megawatts of power by the end of 2021. With Starco, we also plan to strategically expand our operations beyond the Canadian border and into the United States as we have previously announced." So the next press release I want to cover involves another contract expansion. So let's get into the important details. As previously announced on February 10th, 2021, the company will be hosting 1,000 Bitcoin mining rigs under a profit-sharing mining partnership. LNK is pleased to announce that Bit Digital Inc., a Nasdaq Stock Exchange-listed Bitcoin mining company, will host an additional 515 machines with the option to provide more machines in the near term. With the addition of these 1,515 miners, LNK will add over 100 petahashes per second to the current 250 petahashes per second managed by LNK through power purchase agreements, hosting contracts, profit share arrangements, and miners owned by LNK. Another quote from the CEO Stephen Jenkins read, "For Bit Digital to exercise their options so quickly is a testament to this type of arrangement's efficiency and profitability. We are confident that we can also expedite deployment of the next 1,000 machines in the Bit Digital option. Link is positioned to continue growing its business through these types of strategic partnerships." So to sum this press release up, Link entered into a partnership with Bit Digital. Within about a month of the partnership, Bit Digital expanded their contract with Link to include more Bitcoin mining machines. And in the future, there's the possibility of even more Bitcoin mining machines being added to this contract. Here's another press release dated March 11th. Link Global Technologies energizes third Alberta site with 10 megawatt Bitcoin mining operation, generating additional monthly revenues of over 350,000 Canadian. There's not too much more to say about this press release, although I will say they are energizing over 3,000 new generation Bitcoin mining rigs, and the computing power will make approximately 1.2 Bitcoins per day. Here's the last press release that I want to cover for today. Link Global signs binding letter of intent for electrical cost reducing technology intellectual property, servicing the Bitcoin mining industry. As you can see here, Link has signed a binding letter of intent to acquire majority ownership of an innovative power delivery system intellectual property. Link has been beta testing this technology over the past 2 years, and early indications have shown energy savings of over 25%. Link is satisfied with the commercialization results and is prepared to start implementing this throughout its operations. Here's some of the key advantages of this technology. Link can apply the technology to new equipment and installations, as well as retrofit existing operations, which would be adding this technology to their already existing power infrastructure. Link also has the ability to apply this power saving solution to other energy applications. Link will control the intellectual property of this technology moving forward, and Link has the option to license the technology in the future. So keep in mind, this press release is dated February 25th, 2021, and the CEO said, "This innovative technology, once proven, will give Link a distinct advantage moving forward. Early beta testing has shown savings of over 25%. These savings are potentially in the multi-millions of dollars with the application, not only in traditional Bitcoin mining, but also immersion technology and all data centers in general." So, could this new technology be why Link is racking up so many contracts? It's definitely possible, and with all the contracts Link racked up in March, I'm expecting a lot more in April. Lastly, let's get into the most notable selling points. So first of all, the company has explosive growth in terms of revenue, contracts, and Bitcoin mining power. All of the press releases I showed you regarding Bitcoin mining operations all were in March alone. The contracts are also increasing in size, as we saw with the 40 megawatt contract. There's also been 2 instances in the past month where companies want to expand their contract with Link. Now this gives me confidence that Link really has a good product that can revolutionize the Bitcoin mining industry by saving on energy expenses, as Bitcoin mining operations are very energy intensive. Link also owns the rights to the new technology, which increases energy efficiency for their infrastructure. The last selling point for me is that they're expanding into the USA, which was mentioned in the 40 megawatt contract press release. So as for what I'm doing, I currently have a position in this company already and plan on adding more. I called it out on Patreon at the low $1 range. Link in the description below for my Patreon, where you can get access to all my stock picks and sells. Link to my Discord is also there, where I'm building a community of smart investors where we can share upcoming opportunities in the market. So if I provided you with any useful information, please leave a like, as that helps me out a lot. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.